guys, how are you? Welcome back. I've taken a little break, as you guys are all aware. Just trying to focus on getting healthy again and just putting in that time that I much needed time to rest. And so I'm feeling a little bit better and continuing on with the quarantine life. And I hope you guys are all good. And so, just to kind of get back into everything, I do want to let you guys know a little bit of like what's going on with my channel. Sorry, my eyebrows look like all kind of crazy today. Anyway, and just kind of what's going on with my life. And so this episode's theme is just kind of going to be like a catch up episode until we can get back into things, and then we'll have another guest speaker coming up very soon. Um, so I just decided to take a little time off, not only to rest, but only, or not, this is not my only channel. I'm going to be recording for some other creative avenues as well. So this one is specifically geared towards people who are interested in my cancer journey. But I have some different things going on as well, so I would just wanted to give some time to those, and so I can come up with like a good schedule. I can record everything. Also, for those of you who don't know, my fiance works in media and radio, and this is his home office, so I don't really want to be like taking up his time and space for my fun stuff, just to talk to you guys. So we will have a few videos recorded from my phone as well. I apologize for the quality, but iPhones are pretty amazing these days. So it's gonna give you a fairly good video, nonetheless. So I hope that one goes good as well, and might take you guys on a little adventure with me. And I'll leave the link so you guys can follow along with my other channels as well once I get all of that posted. If you're interested, I would love it. Like and subscribe. So a little bit of just kind of what's going on with me is, and if any of you have had similar journeys or you're facing something similar, please feel free to drop a question in the comment section. I would love to be able to try to answer that for you, or just talk about it with you, friend to friend. But anyway, I'm not responding well to the tamoxifen. I'm healthy, so yay! Fingers crossed, and praise, and all of that good stuff. But anyway, it's working, but my body is really struggling to maintain it. Oh, excuse me. This is what happened the last time, and that, along with not knowing what all it did, and being cautious about the side effects, and just being not really educated about it. The last time around, I opted not to take it. For those of you who are starting out with this episode, this is my second time around with cancer, and I have decided to go ahead with the tamoxifen because I'm more informed. I've spoken to my doctors. I know what's going on, so I feel a little bit more in control, and I ask the right questions this time around. And it really can be life-saving. So I really encourage you all to have a second opinion and really just kind of be a part of your own treatment plan and find out what you need to do for you. So for me, I am taking it, but I have a lot of GI issues. I see a gastroenterologist when I can. It's very much a struggle, not only with my type of insurance, but just in general right now with COVID and everything going on, and everybody's crazy busy with a ton of patients. But we've tried to come up with a plan to manage it, and so far it's not working. So it's like I'll have really good days and then really bad weeks. I want to say days, but it's like a week, and I just can't eat, and I'll drop weight really fast. And I am able to put it back on, and exercising to try to maintain like that healthy lifestyle as well. That really helps, and staying hydrated. So I can't stress that enough. It's so important. So drink as much water as you can. Clean water, alkaline water if possible. It's best. And we'll talk more about that in another episode. So what's the alternative to all of this is my doctor saying that they can try a different kind of medication. It's in the same family. It will do essentially the same thing, but is my understanding it's a bit stronger. It's actually meant for postmenopausal women, and it's just for a different type of cancer, but it would still work, and it may not give me those same symptoms. We'd have to try it, but it would render my ovaries non-functional, and they would have to stop them from working. And this is typically irreversible thing. So it's something he really wanted me to think about, but he didn't want me to be necessarily struggling every day and in pain, and definitely doesn't want me to be like not eating. And you know what I said? This is just not where I'm at in life. This is not where I feel God calling me. I don't feel that I'm suffering to the point where I would say, yes, this is putting my health first to go ahead and do this. I don't. I think this is manageable. Some days it sucks, but honestly, it's making things that I already experience on a daily basis worse. But it's not like I had nothing and then this was causing everything. Because I mean, I struggle with GI issues and not bouts of not being able to eat. You know, anyway, and so and then in like retaining a lot of water, which is one of the side effects. So I feel all like puffy right now, which is unfortunate because it looks as though I've gained weight, and then like I actually had been losing weight, and then I was feeling better, and I eat like one semi unhealthy thing, and I'm like, you know what I mean, like the Michelin man. It's awful. So and there's a lot of ups and downs. It messes with your hormones. There's a lot of things that I'll have to deal with, but it's not something that I want to fight through because, you know, I do have dreams of having children one day, of being a mommy, and I feel that, you know, God's plan is if I am to be one, then we're going to get through this. So we'll just see how it goes. I have spoken to a lot of different women, and they've said, you know, in my cancer groups, various women, they've said that it takes like 6 months sometimes to even get used to it, and it hasn't been that long. So I definitely want to give it at least 6 months, as long as I'm able to eat and maintain a weight that's semi-normal, or you know, to what I was pre-cancer. Then I'll be fine. And it's just all about diet. It's about living that healthy lifestyle, and like I said, stay hydrated. I mean, I just live with my hydro flask and my tea. I drink green tea every night. I love Twinings green tea with jasmine, and it's one of my favorites. But I mean, pick your favorite. Something calming, preferably no caffeine if you can help it, especially at night. Green tea is so beneficial. There's just a lot of yummy options out there, and it's just another way. It's kind of calming before bed. It has a lot of benefits within a good tea, and then you're also just, it's another way to get water into your body and stay hydrated. Especially you want to be hydrated right before bed, and right before you go to sleep, and then right when you wake up. I love to do start my day with a little lemon water, and it's amazing. It can be hot, be iced, whatever floats your boat. But I kind of do that and do my little workout, and then breakfast, and that just really helps, you know, kind of get my day started. And then along with exercise, I try to do like a little, my version of meditation, which for me is kind of just, I talk to God and just kind of clear my head and give myself my little mantra for the day that, you know, I will survive quarantine. We all will. I will not be super addicted to social media today, and I'll get productive things done. And when I'm too tired to do some of them, I won't feel guilty. And I will take care of me. And then I am strong enough to do this. Just different things like that. And I just kind of like, you know, if you can set the tone for the day, it really can just change things. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. And then we've been just busy, even though it's quarantine. I've been taking care of my grandmother, who unfortunately, her dementia is getting a little bit worse. But, you know, love her, and we're just kind of dealing with it day to day. And then, so I've been busy helping her out, and then spending a lot of time with my nieces. If you guys follow me on Facebook, I'm sure you've seen the pictures that I'm that aunt who's like, oh my god, you smiled. Oh my god, you picked your nose. Oh my god, whatever. Because I just love. They're so cute, and I have quite a few of them. And so I love to take their pictures. I've been spending a lot of time with not only my little nieces but my teenage nieces as well, which has been a different adventure. Um, we're starting to have those conversations now about self checks because at a certain age, you're never too young, and that's something that we really need to introduce to young women. Um, especially in those teen years, because why not catch it early if we can? And this isn't meant to scare them, it's just meant to educate them. Um, and I just lead off with, hey, it runs in our family. It's just with the food we eat in our world today, you just never know. You could, even if it doesn't, you could. It's not meant to be scary. It's something totally, um, manageable. The doctors are able to take care of this for most people. So it's just something educational, and they're very, very smart cookies. So these girls. Um, anyway, so I've been doing that and searching for a new house. Just looking for a little more space. We love our little apartment, but just ready for some more room, especially with two dogs, one the size of a horse. It feels like there are 10 people in here sometimes, and it's just time for him to have some more room to run. And I would love to be able to have people over once the quarantine is over, and have, like a backyard party. And so we're just really praying about that, because I crave the stability of having that home where, even though we might move in a few years, we don't have to unless we want to. It's not that like, well, what are we going to do this next year, whatever, what have you. I'm just tired of moving. I'm sure you all know. Especially considering moving during the summer months here in Southern California, where it is 100,000 million degrees. Literally, it's a Friday. It says it's supposed to be 112 here. And then I looked, and one of my friends on Facebook had commented, who lives down by the beach. For those of you who live here, like Fullerton, Huntington Beach, Buena Park area, it's gonna be 109 out there. It means we cannot escape it out here. It's gross. So for anyone who's having actual weather and starting to lead into fall, I would totally trade. Just let me know. We'll make the swap, Freaky Friday style. Except for with the weather, unless you want to trade with me and be short bald with one boob, do it. Anyway, so besides that, so we've been busy with that, and I've just been trying to take time for myself and then for my fiance as well, and we're kind of shifting our wedding plans, so we've been working on that. We're taking like a marriage counseling class just to strengthen our relationship. It's something fun that we've got going on, a little project. We've been, he's still working from home, so he's been busy, and I'm, doing like my day-to-day, groceries, laundry, dishes, those kind of things. And other than that, trying to find a few good books here and there. I have been sewing some masks and just working on a few other creative things. I'm making some face scrubs for anyone who's local and interested. Even non-local, if you'd want to help me out with some shipping, I'd be happy to send you some. Making beard oil for guys. And I'm going to be, not quite yet, but working on a hair pomade as well. And I make like a healthy version, non-toxic version of Off, like bug spray, because I don't know about you guys, but we are literally getting eaten alive. I'm like, TMI, it's my butt, but you can't even see it, but they're like 10 bites on my foot. And my grandfather, poor thing, he had like a reaction. His foot is all puffy because he's so bitten up by these things. And it's like, we do the citronella, we do the spray, we blah, 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 whatever we have to do. It's just, they're everywhere out here. Everywhere. And everybody's complaining about them right now. They're just like, it's like a swarm of them. They're their own little pandemic. Anyway, but every time we open the door, even if we have like the mosquito screen, at our house, and it somehow they still find their way in. Um, so that's definitely been helpful. So I'm just kind of doing those kind of things, and I'm just looking for different ways to kind of give back and take my mind off of the unfortunate politics and the things that are they're going on in the world. Excuse me, all while knowing how blessed I am to be able to sit back and take a break from that, because there are some people who are living right in the middle of it, and we can't stop fighting for a change. We can't just send the little care emoji that just came out on Facebook and send them our good vibes, whatever have you. We can pray for them, but what they really need is we have to do something. We have to make change. We have to spread the word. But I do encourage anyone who is trying to do this, even if your heart is in the right place, please fact check things that you post on social media, whether it be a movement, a political argument, a whoever you support, a story or whatever, and anything about COVID. It can be dangerous if you share the wrong thing. Just make sure you know what you're sharing, and if it is something accurate and it's something that you believe in, it differs from your friend, there is no reason for either one of you to unfriend, delete each other, stop talking to each other, argue. That you can have a healthy discussion, but there's no need for all of that. And if that person is just pushing to do that, maybe it is time to hit delete, and we just don't need them. And it's not a petty thing. It's just we don't need that negativity in our lives. And if you've made it clear that you wouldn't be the first to make that move just because they differ from you, you've done your job. But it is okay to take that toxic person out of your life if they do keep pushing. Because even if we try to ignore it, you don't need to be scrolling and see that every day. You don't need your loved ones to be following along the comment section as this person is harassing you. I've had that experience. And so with the world we're living in right now, that's just not something healthy. We need to focus instead of fighting each other behind a keyboard. We need to focus on making real change out in the world, and so just finding different ways that I can help in that way, especially once quarantine's over and I'm able to get out there even more. But there is a lot we can still do using technology, and I will post more about that in a video to come, so we can get into more details and tell you guys a little bit about what I'm doing. But I really wanted this video to just be like a catch up, and it be about just kind of what I've been doing, and just let you guys know, hey, I took a few months off to relax, but this is something that I want to keep going. It's not something that I am quite ready yet to be like, I record every Wednesday at blah 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 time. It's not that type of channel yet. If it gains traction and I find that my life allows me to do that, then I will. But at this time, I'm going to just try to record as many videos as possible, and then kind of link them in sequential order. And I'll have a few comments, obviously, that it will have helped if you had watched the video before, but it's not totally necessary. So you can kind of pick up wherever, based on the topic and the subject line, whatever you want to watch, and if you want to watch, and if you do, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. So this is my most serious video, because this is important stuff that I'm talking about, but typically the rest of my videos are really very silly, and it's just, I was always kicking myself, because it's like, yeah, a lot of people do the same kind of videos out there. You've seen them, and I feel like I missed that opportunity, because when I was a young teen, and social media was not even a thing. Cell phones were brand new, and I was in junior high and high school, and my grandmother, the one that had passed away, she was my best friend. This woman was amazing, but she always used to say, as our loved ones do, oh, you should have your own channel, because I love to be the comedian in the family. I love to make people laugh, and if something was going wrong in my life, that was kind of my outlet. And a lot of us have that same story, with my personality type especially, and yeah, a lot of our loved ones will say, "Oh, you should have your own show," but I really took that to heart because I really would kind of put on these skits kind of thing. Like I wanted to, and I was like, hey, maybe she was right. And then I saw a lot of people doing these things or discussing things I had thought about talking about, and I said, you know what, I should have been doing it. And then I thought, oh well, everybody's doing it now. But you know what? I watch several different um, content creators, YouTubers, what have you, uh, that do very similar things, but they put their own spin on it. They do them very differently, and I still enjoy the different ones. So I said I'm gonna do my own thing, and if someone wants to watch, or it's just that much more relatable because they actually know me, then great. And it's something that I have time to do while I'm healing and I'm, recovering and still in quarantine, and it's not something that I would ever have the time to do with my job normally. So, I say I would, but it would be so sporadic that this is really where I can like focus on doing it, and during daylight hours, and not like at, 12 o'clock at night or whenever I finally unwind after a long night at work, because I typically work evenings. And even when I worked during the day, I wouldn't get home until the evening, and then you make dinner and this and that, and you get ready for bed and spend time with my fiance, and then finally have time to do something like this. Then it's still doable, something I still will do in the future when I'm back at work. But this is, once we open up and I'm healthy and it's safe to do so, then it's something I'll do. But right now, I just feel like it's a good place to start, because I can, start a video right after my morning coffee if I want to, whenever I want. I have a little bit more leeway. So yeah, it's just something fun I want to do. And if you guys think it's super annoying to share in that part of my life, then don't watch. And I probably agree with you. But if you think it's hilarious, then come hang out with me. And if it's just something to add a little levity and take the edge off of whatever you're going through in the morning, and you can just watch me be ridiculous, or I say something and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going through that too, and we can just kind of laugh about it together, then great. And if you comment and and I'm able to, I'll communicate with you, and we'll talk about it. So yeah. Anyway, that's just a little bit about what has been going on with me. I would love to know what's going on with all of you, if there's anything new. As always, if there's just any, anything going on in your life, any praise reports, as I call them, any prayer requests that you might have, anything like that, please feel free to reach out. You can DM me as well if you don't feel confident putting that in the comment section. And I'd love to just pray for whatever's going on with you. Ladies, if there's anyone that's watching this that's newly diagnosed, if you have some simple questions I might be able to answer, please reach out. If you have some more complicated questions, maybe one of us can help connect you to a professional or someone who can give you that accurate information. So please, again, don't feel it's totally okay to reach out. We'll find somebody who can help you if I can't, or one of us can't. One of my friends can't. And we hope everything goes smoothly for you. We hope this is an easy process. It's never going to be super easy, but in the grand scheme of things, there's some of us are very blessed to not have to go through what so many others do. And I hope that this is just something that's over quickly for you, and that you don't have to go through the brunt of it, and that good news is on the horizon. That's my hope for you, and if not, you're only going to come out stronger, and we'll keep you in prayer, of course. And I want to say that this, like I'll reiterate, this is never an easy thing. It's never, good news when we have cancer, but it's an unfortunate part of life. And I just hope that this is that your journey is through this is I don't want to say a good one, but yeah, a good one, a short one, and that it's an experience, and then it's over for you. That's my wish for anyone newly diagnosed. For those of you who don't have cancer and are just interested, please do your self-checks at home. Please tell your loved ones, especially young women, Remember, breast cancer is not the only type of cancer, though. So there's self-examinations for other types of cancer as well, and all that information. Uh, while some of it can be found online, just talk to your doctor. They can really walk you through it, and they'd be happy to. They can recommend you to someone who's that's their specialty if you feel you need further consultation. But why not be preventative? Why not be ahead of the game? Anyway, that's something that I wanted to share as well. Trying to think if there was anything else. As you guys know, I did not pre-plan most of my videos. If it's a specific topic and I really want to hit some key points, I will. But for tonight, I'm just winging it. I'm just talking to you guys. We're just hanging out. For those of you who don't know, I typically post the next day, and it is currently 11 o'clock at night, which to me is not super late, but it, still a late night hour. So, I won't keep this video too long. I just wanted to kind of say hi and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who stuck around, I really appreciate it. I'm sorry for those of you who are like, hey, where'd you go? For those of you who didn't even notice I left, awesome, good for you. So I just wanted to say also, let me see here. I would love to do a segment where we kind of share in a positive thing. I want us to take our minds off of all the negativity, because one of the number one things that feeds the cancer is stress. So let's get rid of it, and let's share. So I thought, let's share what's a talent that you have, and please, don't be shy. We all have one, and I'm sure they're all different and amazing and unique. And I would love to hear about yours. So if any of you have just something awesome that you'd love to share with all of us, a talent that you have, if you want to show us, that's even more awesome, and we would love to see it. Please feel free to submit a little video in the comments, or just write down what it is, and we'll all kind of share those things with each other. And it's just awesome. It's just a positive thing. It's a cool thing to share, and I would love to be able to do that. And so let me know what you guys think about that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to put down. So I just wanted to say, keep a positive attitude through everything that's going on. Continue, like I said, continue to live that healthy lifestyle as much as possible. Feed off of each other, keep each other accountable, to be able to do that, because it's so much easier to do together. If you can, during the day, stay off of social media for part of the day, and just focus on yourself and staying healthy. Know that it's okay to rest. I just wanted to reiterate those things. Keep an eye out for my other channel if you just want a laugh, or to laugh at me, because that's really what it'll be more of, because it's ridiculous, but it's something that I had fun doing. So I look forward to seeing what you guys think about that. And I think that's about it. We'll make this just kind of a short video, and I will keep you guys posted with our next topic. And I want to keep this podcast as lighthearted as I can and fun. But we will have a few serious episodes as well, just to answer some questions. And if there's anything that you guys want to see an episode on, something that you either have a question about or about, but just want it, something that you want talked about, please let me know. I'd be happy to discuss that with you and see what we can do. And if you're an expert on the subject, or you know someone that is and they would love to share or be on a video, we have the technology. We can do that. I would love to have you on, and let's just get the word out there, because that's the biggest thing. That's the advocacy, and that's really what this is all about. So I think that's it. And you guys have a great night, and I will see you next episode. Love you guys.